What makes art valuable? Is it luck? Is it the artist and their technique? Or is it something else entirely? To be honest, I wasn't sure at first, but I've come up with 3 reasons why an art piece can be special. Number 1, the story. Some people may also call this narrative art. Let's look at 2 examples to help us understand this concept. The first is by this man, Michelangelo. He created an artwork known as The Creation of Adam. This is a famous work that contains great anatomy and storytelling. And as we look more closely, more detail becomes apparent. The most famous detail of this piece is their hands. One is fully outstretched, while the other is only partially so. This detail contains great symbolism for human laziness and the unwillingness to push ourselves. The second piece is The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. This is another Christian work that shows attention to detail, and more details are revealed the longer you look at it. Number 2, technique. Yes, technique does matter. Whether it's watercolor, acrylic, or pastels, the way you use the tools makes a tremendous difference in the outcome. For example, did you know that most painters use an underpainting in their pieces? They do this to set the composition and help establish the piece's lighting and shadows. And this is James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, a best-selling book. While listening to a podcast with him, he said a quote that I believe sticks out. He says, "Every time you work on something, think of it like this. You're adding a skill point. Add enough points and you'll become a pro." It's best to think about it this way. Every time you draw, you're improving your skill and sharpening your technique. It takes years to hone your technique, so it makes sense why it's so easy to tell the work of a pro from an amateur at times. My favorite example is a drawing with negative space. This is an example I drew in an earlier video. Obviously, it isn't perfect, but I think it's a fun way to draw that I encourage you to explore. Number 3, impact or audience. You can create an absolute masterpiece, but without someone to admire it, it'll never be seen as valuable. For a piece to be well known, it needs to have an audience. The audience size depends on the genre of art that you work in. However, it doesn't matter how large or small the group is. There just needs to be someone to admire the work. Think of it like a YouTube channel. You need to post to the same genre to gain an audience. If you switch between working out and drawing in every video, it'll take a lot longer to build a monthly audience that enjoys watching your videos. The same applies here, in some sense, to art. Creating multiple pieces in the same genre allows your work to become more visible in the space and increases your chances of being noticed. In closing, yes, some of it is luck, whether that specific artwork is found. But the narrative of your piece, the technique you use, and the audience you make it for all affect the performance as well. In my opinion, if you control these 3 factors, your work will be more likely to succeed. As always, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.